atmosphere here in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the New York Jets. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Quinnen Williams able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Quinnen Williams able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Johnson to return it. He's still barreling through. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This defense for the Vikings, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
From the 41, Wilson finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
Wilson's pass.
2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring out the 3rd down. Now Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback. And he put it right where it needed to be.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal.
Going for it, it's Carter.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And his pass incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. The last run got a couple, here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Give to Cook out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
Cook following the penalty. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now this one complete on the slant route. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson,
his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the 30 on second down, Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
They go with the empty set there. 5 receivers in the formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in to block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion caused defensively, and it turns into a big play.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Now it's Wilson.
Throw left side, taken in by Mims.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson.
And this one complete again to Mims.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Jets.
To throw is Wilson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Elijah Moore.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Jets 14, Vikings 7. Trey McMahon to kick off for the Jets.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
He's got a man, complete. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's Wilson to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw, because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here's 2nd and 8. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Flushed out right. That's taken in by Smith-Marset. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
Back to throw now on first down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He's got it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Gain of 8 brings up 2nd and 2 at the Jets' 2-yard line.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Again, it's Cook. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Running for it, here's Cook. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Cook turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Hands it off out of the gun. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Throwing is Wilson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. It's a big play that time by the Jets. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Wilson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a handoff as they run left side. They find some open field here. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 54 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Braden Mann to kick off for the Jets.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll find Smith-Marset complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
2nd and 4. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr., his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Nagar now for the point after. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Next to score, Jets 28, Vikings 14. Chris Nagar set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a big play that time by the Jets. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play there on the catch and run.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Jets are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He'll dump this off to Cook. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout
as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
He'll look to throw. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
One final shot. They'll look to, and he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Jets, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.